A young woman steps into an elevator. She presses multiple buttons. Then she waits. The doors don't close. She leans forward, looking into the hallway, not casually, carefully, as if she's checking whether someone is there. She steps out, looks left, looks right, then quickly steps back inside, presses more buttons, all of them, one after another. The elevator still doesn't move. The doors stay open. She moves into the corner, almost hiding. Then suddenly, she steps out again. This time, her movements change. Her hands begin to move in strange patterns, slow, deliberate, as if she's communicating with someone. But the hallway is empty. No one appears, no shadow, no reflection, nothing. That footage would become one of the most unsettling videos ever released to the public, because days later, that woman would be found dead. Her name was Elisa Lam, 21 years old, from Vancouver, Canada. She was traveling alone across California, sharing her journey online. Photos of bookstores, city streets, thoughts about life. She was reflective, intelligent, creative. There was nothing in her posts that suggested something was about to go wrong. When she arrived in Los Angeles, she checked into the Cecil Hotel. At first, everything seemed normal, but the hotel itself had a long and complicated history, one that many people didn't fully understand until later. The Cecil Hotel had been open since the 1920s. Over decades, it became known for unusual and tragic events. It sat in an area of downtown Los Angeles with high crime rates. By 2013, it functioned partly as a budget hotel and partly as long-term housing, different types of guests, different lives, all in one building. Elisa was first placed in a shared room, but her roommates reported behavior that made them uncomfortable. Nothing violent, nothing aggressive, just unusual. She was then moved to a private room, and after that, her timeline becomes unclear. Elisa was last seen on January 31st, 2013. She had visited a bookstore earlier that day. The employee later said she seemed normal, friendly, engaged in conversation, buying gifts for her family. Nothing about that interaction suggested distress. Nothing suggested fear. That night, she returned to the hotel, and sometime after that, she disappeared. Days passed. No messages, no posts, no contact with her family. This was unusual. Her parents immediately became concerned. They contacted authorities. Search efforts began. Police searched the hotel, rooms, hallways, common areas. No sign of her. It was as if she had vanished inside the building itself. While the search continued, guests at the hotel began to report issues. The water pressure was low. The water looked darker than usual. Some described a strange taste. Maintenance staff were asked to check the rooftop water tanks. These tanks supplied water to the entire building. They were large, heavy, and not easily accessed. One of the tanks was opened. Inside, they found Elisa. She was inside one of the rooftop tanks, the same tank supplying water to guests. Authorities confirmed her identity. The timeline suddenly shifted. All the unanswered questions returned, but now they were more disturbing. She was inside one of the rooftop tanks, the same tank supplying water to guests. Authorities confirmed her identity. The timeline suddenly shifted. All the unanswered questions returned, but now they were more disturbing. The case was officially ruled an accidental death. Authorities stated that Elisa had a history of bipolar disorder. It was concluded that she may have experienced a mental health episode, possibly leading her to the roof, possibly explaining her behavior in the elevator. Her toxicology report indicated that she was not taking her medication as prescribed. This was considered a key factor. Despite the official conclusion, many questions remained. Some pointed to inconsistencies in how the roof could be accessed. Others questioned the physical difficulty of entering the tank. The elevator footage continued to be analyzed, frame by frame, movement by movement. People tried to interpret her gestures, her pauses, her reactions. But no clear alternative explanation was ever proven. No one knows exactly what happened in Elisa Lam's final hours. There is no complete timeline, no confirmed sequence of events, only fragments, a video, a location, a discovery, and a silence that fills everything in between. The footage still exists, watched by millions, analyzed over and over, but no matter how many times you see it, it doesn't feel normal. A young woman, alone in an elevator, reacting to something unseen, moments before she disappears, not into the night, not into the city, but into a place no one thought to look, until it was too late.